me. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm here. How are you doing? What is up, people? I'm on right now via YouTube, Twitch, OK Live. I hope you're doing well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coming back from a eventful Thanksgiving weekend. My birthday was on Friday. My homie Tony D, who broadcast everywhere. Um, Especially during the Bell Kings on Sundays. It was his birthday Thursday. Mine was Friday. Thanksgiving was pretty lit. Had Thanksgiving meals. Had some bunch of pies, mac and cheese, lasagna. We don't do turkey over here. We had chicken. We had a lot of good food over here, man. It was nice. It was nice. Had more food. Had some jerk chicken wings. Had I still got cranberry sauce. We still got some pies left. Um, there's a lot of food. There's a lot of food, and end up with a bunch of other food and ice cream and all that stuff. For my birthday, I ate that. Had good. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. I got to see the Marvels. The Marvels. The Marvels movie. Jesus Christ. Ah. I can stress the Marvels movie, but I also got to see that Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, I did, and that was pretty good. That was actually a really good movie. Um, Very funny movie. If you got free time, I recommend you watch that movie. Don't go wasting your time on the Marvels. You're not missing much. Um, I don't want to spoil it, but other than that, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, eventful Thanksgiving. Um, so yeah, man. Along with that, we had stuff fight wise that was going on. That was pretty cool. Uh Pardon me. I was yawning. Uh Last week's events. Last week's events were something else. There were three major events I was watching. I paid attention to. Um the PFL, which took place Friday. Chantel Cameron versus Katie Taylor, the rematch. That took place Saturday afternoon, actually. And Saturday afternoon towards evening. And the David Benavidez fight that took place on Saturday night. And boy, oh boy. So, you know, there was the pickup, the announcement. PFL, purchase Bellator. The union has happened. Big things for the company. Super fights. Uh the Paramount, these some folks sold. The Paramount Network gets about 20%. I think it's 20% majority stake, I think. Somewhat. 20% pretty much. Uh Stake in the Bellator as they sold to PFL. Um the roster's there. They plan on making the events. So PFL is gonna run, as I mentioned before in previous podcasts, my previous episodes. They're here. They're going to hold the the Bellator events under the PFL banner. I guess they'll hold the media. I mentioned it when I talked about it during that weekend, last weekend actually, with Ted Hicks, Late Night Parents, and the homie Jason, aka Jaw West. They're gonna have their shares. The promoters have their shares. PFL gonna have their events. They're gonna hold the Bellator talent. They're gonna have the super event. It will be the Bellator, the PFL champions versus the Bellator champions. 8 PFL, the PFL tournament. They're gonna have 8 Bellator events coming in 2024. PFL is gonna have their Super Fight League start up too, as well in 2024. Bellator fighters have the option of competing in the PFL tournament. PFL fighters have options in fighting in Bellator. Compete, mix it up. It's gonna be very eventful. Hopefully, big move in the MMA landscape for the this move here, the purchase of Bellator. Because Bellator, regardless of how you feel about UFC is better than Bellator or whatnot, Bellator got some really good talent, man. Some really top tier talent. We've seen Patchy Mix win the title. Patchy's there. And Johnny Eblin are there. But I mentioned they have nobody to fight. Johnny Eblin, Patchy Mix, both guys, really good fighters. Neither one of them got an opponent to face. It's kind of bugged. There's no tournament. Well, not nobody to face. They have nobody to face as far as that event comes with champions versus champions. But as far as they won the titles. They had to sit there. They cleaned out the majority of the top talent in the divisions. Don't really know who they're gonna face. So that's there. You got to see. So that's happened, yeah. That's happened. So hold on, let me pull up what's going on. Hold up. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. All right. So yeah, so that's taking place. We went a little bit more in depth with that. We'll wait to see if Francis should be fighting come 2024. Will he be fighting more often in MMA and doing some other stuff? We don't know, but we're gonna see. But yeah, it was crazy. Let's get into it. So PFL was Friday, right? Um, they had the championships, the finals, pretty much, which usually is by the end of December, but they pushed it for November. And in November, I don't mind that. It was on my birthday. Um, yeah, man. I think we only lost one fight on this card. That was because Chris Wade missed weight. It was supposed to be Chris Wade versus Bubba Jenkins, and they were trying to get Bubba to take the fight, a catch weight, or he gets reimbursed the purse. And he said, "Nah, he want to fight him straight up." And I don't blame Bubba Jenkins. They both fought each other respectively. You know, um, Wade beat him. I think Bubba beat Wade. Wade beat Bubba. They want a rematch. They want the third fight. He wants it on leveled playing field, on a leveled playing field. So, that's what happened. So this card happened. Kayla was supposed to fight Julia Budd. I think I mentioned Julia Budd. Not only did she didn't show up for media obligations. They just said, "Yo, you don't, you got cold feet. Yo, you don't want to do it. Cool. We're just gonna cut you." So they cut her. She's no longer a PFL fighter. That's crazy. And now the PFL owns Bellator. What you gonna do? Where you gonna go? That's wild to see. Um. So we had the fights. We had the opening fight, which was a somewhat catchweight fight, 146. Jesse Stern versus Josh Blyden. Stern won, unanimous decision. The following fight after that was between Kai Wu against Phil Karakappa. That was the bantamweight bout. It was all right, but Phil Karakappa managed to. Actually, the first two fights kind of went the way where it was like 1-1 going into the third, and the winners just pretty much did enough. Control Stern won, Karakappa won. Phil Karakappa won unanimous decision. Had a lot of ground control in the third round. Worked himself pretty well. Worked well enough to get the win. So he got the win. Then things picked up. Biagio Ali Walsh fought Joel Galarza Lopez. Biagio, one of the grandsons of the legendary Muhammad Ali, came out, did his thing, put some boxing out there. He was doing pretty good. Coming in, throwing the combinations, head body shots. Lopez did throw some good 1-2s though. I won't lie. He caught Ali Walsh flush quite a couple of times with the 1-2s. But then he dropped Lopez. Lopez got back up. Fought back. Ali Walsh caught him, I think the second round, with a nasty right hook. It went over. Just hit him like boom, dropped him. It looked like like an overhand almost. But he caught him. Lopez went to get back up, and Walsh threw the left hook 2 times. Dropped him. Hit him again. The dude was face planted. He was done. That was it. So Biagio won, second round KO. Nasty KO. The next fight though was the first fight in the championships. The first fight of the championship fights. As Jesus Pinedo, the freaking dark horse, shows up out of nowhere. The guy who showed up out of nowhere and made it to the finals fought Gabriel Alves Braga. Gabriel Braga, the undefeated Brazilian. who knocked out Moraes, then beat this dude when he filled in the semifinals. Chris Wade took the win. Came in here. Good fight. Good back and forth. Braga was actually putting on the pressure. I think he had dropped Pinedo. But good fight. He moved in. He was landing a lot of good strikes. Kept it very technical. Pinedo was trying to look for his shots. He actually landed some good shots, but just Braga looked pretty clean for the most part. And looked like he was going to win. Then the third round came. And all of a sudden, Pinedo just put on pressure. He put on a crazy amount of pressure and managed to catch Braga slipping. Caught him with a nice, I think it was a left-right. A good like 2-punch combination. Then just hit him. And pretty much bum rushed him. Ran up on him. Just threw a barrage of punches. And the ref stopped it and called it. I kind of thought, well, some people thought it was. I kind of thought it was early stoppage by the ref. You could have let it go, especially considering it's a championship fight, it's the finals. You know what I mean? They let him. They stopped it early, and Pinedo ends up winning. But they stopped it early, so Pinedo won. Pinedo becomes the champion. The 2023 PFL featherweight champ gets $1 million. Good work. Derek Brunson had his debut against Ray Cooper III. Boy, this was a rough fight. Even though Derek Brunson won the fight, Derek Brunson got dropped bad. Derek Brunson almost got finished in 2 rounds. There are 2 rounds of the fight when he went for that. He grabbed the leg and he was looking for the takedown. Cooper hit him with 2 freaking lefts, 2 left hooks, and the second one dropped Brunson. I don't even understand how is that even possible. This guy is shorter than you. You're bigger than him, and man still managed to reach you. And then he had rocked him earlier in the fight before that, and it was like Jesus Christ. But Brunson managed to put things together. He got the takedown. He worked with the ground and pound. He worked some good ground and pound. Actually, landed about 11 times as much punches as Ray Cooper did. 10 to 11 times as much strikes as Ray did. Bonkers, but it is what it is. Unanimous decision win goes to Derek Brunson. Ray Cooper should have stay at 170, man. 185 could be a thing. He took the fight, somewhat short notice. Didn't quite make the weight like that. But stay at 170. Don't try to move up, man. It's not even the fact that even if you put the weight, just the height disparity, kind of crazy. So stay where you at. My girl Kayla Harrison fought my other girl Aspen Ladd, man. I like Ladd. Ladd is cool. Ladd, when she turns up, she puts that pressure on. She hits some good ground and pound. She gets some pretty solid takedowns, But her stand-up striking it's improving, but it's not quite solid. But she racks up some pretty somewhat volume. Kayla Harrison, super solid. Has had the whole year off and no fighting. Practically was off for a year. No fights. Finally gets this fight. And for somebody who's been off for a while, she looked pretty good, man. I did say she needed a little bit more confidence in her hands, but it does mean it is that, she's been out for a while. She got to throw, she threw pretty well with the striking. I want to see her get a little bit more comfortable with the boxing. but her takedown game is still solid as hell, man. This girl was throwing Aspen Lad left and right, man. Judo throw, judo style takedown, double leg. Whenever she wanted a takedown, when she needed a takedown or wanted a takedown, she got the takedown. When she needed to work, she worked. But Aspen Lad wasn't just quitting on herself. Every time Kayla, yeah, damn near every time Kayla got a takedown, Aspen Lad managed to get back on her feet, which is difficult if you're facing somebody like Kayla. Because Kayla goes out there like a juggernaut, man. She gets on you, boom, beat you up, beat you up, beat you up. Like, forces you to just say, hey, I quit. No, not Aspen. Aspen continued to fight and get back up. She got caught with some nasty knees. She got hit with some good 1-2s. She got hit with some good, damn good shots on the ground, getting back up and whatnot. But she never quit on herself, and I like that. And I hope Aspen coming back next season. Aspen could build up. Let's bulk up, get lean, put some muscle on there, and see what she could do. She's still young, man. Look at a young ass girl, yo. She still got time. What, she's like 28. She's like 28, 29. Yeah, 28 years old, man. Aspen 28 years old, and she fine too, yo. Aspen like fine, man. She gotta get up there, just work on some things. But Kayla, I want to see what happens with Kayla come next season. If Kayla's gonna compete, well, Kayla's supposed to compete in the Super Fight League, but who she faces, yeah, man. Let's let her get in there, get her a new contract. God damn, let her compete. Shit. So now we have the second fight here in our tournament finals. All the main event fights were tournament finals after that. Um, the first was featherweight. The second one here was light heavyweight. As the son of Honor Silveira, Josh Silveira, fought Impa Kasanganai. And we talked about Impa. Boy. If we looked at Josh Silveira, I said Josh Silveira is a good kid, man. He's a good kid. And I liked his skill set. Him being a wrestler, high level Division I wrestler, NCAA. I said his dad would be able to train him. He'd be good. But I didn't like this matchup. I believe that Impa was here, man. And Impa really leveled up. Impa looked good. But shit, man. I thought Impa was going to go through a hard-fought decision win of some sort. So probably some like insane dramatic type finish. Bruh. If you was going to tell me Impa Kasanganai was going to come in here and get a dominant decision win over Josh Silveira, I would have told you, nah, man, I don't believe so. But shit. Josh ain't win a round. Not a round at all. This joint was, if you was rooting for Josh Silveira, this was sad, man. This fight was sad, but he got heart, though. I will say that. Josh Silveira got heart. But shit, he got drowned. He got outstruck, out wrestled, out techniqued by Impa Kasanganai. And you look and you say, well, Impa's a smaller guy than Josh. Josh is a big guy. But also put in the fact both these dudes fought at middleweight. And they fought at light heavyweight. I'm not sure if I mentioned that last week, but I remember Josh Silveira fighting in Legacy. He fought for the middleweight title and he fought for the light heavyweight title. I think he got both of those titles. So I was like, damn, he should be able to, have that weight, that size advantage, but it didn't work. Impa defended every damn takedown and put a beating on Josh, man. Rough. Rough. So Impa wins. Impa gets himself in the final. Well, he's a $1 million winner from living in his car to being on the wrong side of a highlight reel knockout against Joaquin Buckley. Now you become the light heavyweight tournament winner, and you're $1 million richer. Crazy how life could turn around, man. Next one, Sadabusi was looking to become a 2-time tournament winner. Fighting another 2-time tournament winner, but Sadabusi was looking for back-to-back against the guy we haven't seen in the tournament since he won the first one, Magomed Karamov. And boy, I thought this was going to be more eventful and Sadabusi was going to overcome. It wasn't a crazy high output striking battle. It was just a mixed martial arts fight. And Sadabusi defended some takedowns, but managed to get controlled up by Magomed Karamov. Magomed landed the better strikes, a couple more cleaner strikes than Sadabu. Sadabu did land some good strikes, though, I won't lie. But Sadabu didn't let the fire go, you know what I mean? He was a little bit more worried about the takedowns, I feel. He did defend some takedowns, but he got controlled against the cage. I think the takedown threat worried him a lot more. So much so, eventually in the third round, Sadabusi tried his own takedown, which was ill-advised, and Magomed Karamov managed to lock in a guillotine, pull it, get down on the ground, and submit Sadabusi. Boom. Magomed Karamov, after about 4 or 5 years, finally gets the final, gets himself the second championship. There you go. 2023 welterweight tournament winner, Magomed Karamov. A fight that I didn't expect to go to decision, but it did, was the next one. Larissa Pacheco versus Marina Mokhnatkina took place. This was a good scrap. This was really good. Larissa was stalking, looking for big shots. I'm going to be honest. Larissa won. And Larissa's a 2-division champ right now. 2-division back-to-back winner. She's a back-to-back winner, tournament winner. But she's managed to become a 2-division tournament winner. However, I did not like Larissa's approach to this fight. Larissa was a little bit too KOs, too strike heavy in this fight. I think she could have gotten this actual finish if she wanted it. She put herself in some bad positions at times. Marina Mokhnatkina has potential to get a tournament, to become a actual tournament winner. I feel so. She's improved greatly. When she wants to throw the strikes, I think she needs a little bit more confidence in her striking, though. But as far as mixing it up with her little sambo, her takedown technique, yes, she's really good at that. She has those sneaky submission attempts. I like that as well. But because Larissa Pacheco was so damn strike heavy, if Larissa was a bit more willing to grapple and put her jiu-jitsu to the test against Mognatkina's grappling, I think Larissa would have probably got a finish. There were some moments while watching where she looked like she could have gotten a guillotine. If she didn't want to risk the guillotine, she could have got a Darce choke. She could have probably, yeah, more so the Darce choke. I won't say the rear naked choke. I don't know about the rear naked. There were some situations where Marina could have switched it up, used the body, got a reversal, put a scramble on it, and got in a better position on Pacheco. Pacheco did threaten with the triangle choke attempt, but that didn't work. Natkina was threatening with some knee bar. She had a nasty knee bar attempt. Oh my God. I don't even know how Larissa's knee didn't just pop out during the fight or like during the following round because, oh shit, that shit was deep. But she landed some good striking. She had Mognatkina on the run. It was a good showing. Good showing. We'll see Marino again in in another final probably next season. We'll see what Larissa does. But yeah, I was quite impressed. Quite impressed. So then we had the heavyweight finals. Pretty much what happened here. Denis Goltsov, Henan Fahea. Goltsov wins the first round, pummels himself into a takedown, gets a lot of control on Henan, beats up Henan on the ground. Super cool. Second round comes. He's standing there. They're trying to throw punches. He gets caught with a combination from Henan. Henan said, I'm just going to barrage and throw hands. Drops Goltsov, catches him, and catches him again. Goes in for a follow-up ground and pound. Gets the finish. That's it. Denis Goltsov can't catch a goddamn break. They won't let this man breathe. They won't let this man ever win. God damn it, Denis Goltsov. Why? I don't know. It's like the world don't like you. It's like the PFL don't like you. They hating on you, bro. Just like, damn. I thought Goltsov would get this one. I really believed he would have got this one. But, wow. And then it was OAM, Olivier Albert Mercier, training partner of the one, tutored by the great George St. Pierre, fighting Clay Collard, man. Cassius Clay Collard. And I thought Collard was going to come in here. He said, yo, screw your wrestling. I'm gonna defend these takedowns. I'm gonna whoop your ass on the feet. I'm gonna punch you up, knock you out. Do what I gotta do. What the hell was that? Why would you do that crackhead stuff you just did just now, bro? This guy's always knows crackhead stuff, bro. I don't know, my knees. But instead, it was an Olivier Aubin Mercier style type fight, man. He managed to get some wrestling in there. A lot of wrestling, a lot of grappling. Body triangle during the good portion of the rounds, majority of the rounds. Clay Collard did land some good punches, landed his combinations, was attacking the lead leg of Mercier. But when Mercier felt the the pain up in there, he managed to get the takedown and use the figure four body lock, um, to wrap himself around Clay Collard, have Clay Collard carry his weight, and work on Clay Collard, punching him up, squeezing the waist, sapping the energy out of Clay Collard. And then just worked his way. And he kept doing that damn near every round. And even though Clay got more strikes, the combination of takedowns and control with OAM strikes got him to win. So that's it. So if you didn't know, you do know what's in the silver pot is pork, right?
That's part of pork in the cannery?
Yes.
Oh, God,
the other stuff, that's for you.
Did you know as well? You show me what we didn't know as well? Okay, Father, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, let's wind this down real quick. So now going into next year, 2024, the champion versus champions event, it'll be Jesus Pinedo versus Patricio Pitbull. And Bukasanganai will be fighting Vadim Nemkov then. Magomed Karamov will be fighting Jason Jackson. Larissa Pacheco will be fighting Chris Cyborg. Henan Fahea will hopefully be fighting Ryan Bader. No, that's not a cannery. That's a pot.
I know. I'm saying I could give this to her.
Yes, that's what I said. You give it to her. And Olivier Aubin-Mercier will hopefully be fighting Usman Nurmagomedov. Now I still don't know. I have to find out, is Usman gonna fight him, because Usman suspended. They overturned that fight against Brett Primus. I know Brent's gonna want to fight a rematch. You gotta make that rematch. You know what I mean? By the time this happens, I think Usman will be out of his suspension. As far as Henan Fahea goes, the Bader thing, I don't know about Bader, man. Bader's just trying to hold on to a title or something. It's just weird, but we'll see what happens. We'll follow it up, right? So that's what's happening with the PFL. We had Chantel Cameron, Katie Taylor. Good fight. The card itself wasn't bad. We had a couple prelim fights. Giorgio Visioli beat Lee Anthony Sibley. There you go. On the prelims. Okay, I'll skip because that's the important fights there. John Cooney fought Liam Gaynor. Cooney won. Guess it keeps the BBBC Celtic Super Featherweight title. Emmett Brennan beat Jamie Morrissey. The final round was a towel. They threw in the towel. For the BUI Celtic light heavyweight title, Thomas Carley beat Dan Garber. I watched that one, caught that one. I was happy. Thomas Carty came out with the SBG boys was there, man. Johnny Walker was actually cornering him. Was in his corner, which was crazy. Sky Nicholson with the ninth round stoppage. She got that against Lucy Wildheart. Wildheart was the girl who came in on late notice, if I remember correctly, to fight Michaela Mayer. Was it? Yeah. Was it Michaela Mayer? I think it was Michaela Mayer. Yeah. Lucy fine. Until she ties her hair back. Then she look crazy. But yeah, Michaela Mayer. She actually has a really good record, but yeah, she just lost her last two bouts. The last two now. She got 10 wins. Uh, she's not losing against no slouches really. Mm-hmm. No slouches. Good fighters, uppercomers. And in all fairness, she did fight Mir short notice. But yeah, man, Sky Nicholson with the finish, man. I'm actually when you beating up people to that point, you know you're doing something real good. Sky Nicholson, man, girl got crazy potential. She's doing good for herself so far. You know, she's out here. Um, yeah, she's really out here though. 9-0. Yeah, I gotta finish. Corner stoppage because every majority of them fights is like what. Majority of those fights that she's in, just decision, technique, decision. She got somebody to say, yo, maybe this ain't it. Throw the towel in. But that's cool. My boy Patty Donovan though. Whoo! Patty Donovan beat that boy Danny Ball, man. Jesus. For the WBA Continental Welterweight title. Psh, Patty Donovan went out and did the damn thing. Got a fourth round stoppage, man. Psh. And this was just Patty hitting. He got hit a little bit, but moving. And then all of a sudden, it was one-way traffic, man. That boy was just knocking him, dropped. Then it was like, psh. They said, yo, we got to stop the fight. If you don't do nothing, man's gonna stop the fight, corner through the towel. Psh, that was it, man. And he's like, oh, come on. Nah, you wasn't doing nothing. You was getting lit the hell up, man. It turned into a Christmas tree. That shit was wild. Gary Cully and Brees Mold had a good fight. I think Mold probably could have had that. But Cully did good. I still don't understand how Cully lost a fight and then comes into a title fight. I don't understand how that, boxing is weird. We find ourselves in these situations, When he fought last time, it was not a title fight. No title. He was on the co-main. He lost to Jose Felix Jr. within 3 rounds. He comes in here. He fights Reese Mold for a WBA Continental Lightweight title. Questioning the WBA at this point. And he gets a title. He wins a title. You just lost to some unnamed dude, some unknown, and then you win a title the next fight. You get in a title fight in your next fight, pretty much, and you win by a split decision. Well, it is what it is, though. He got the win. The crowd's there. All right. So then we had Chantel Cameron versus Katie Taylor. Eventful fight. I really like this fight. Um, because Katie Taylor took off early. First of all, Katie Taylor built some muscle. She got her build that she needed, the body build. So she didn't look as small as she did the last time. She actually looked pretty sized up. Um, she put on the muscle and she did what she had to do. She put the figure on. She put the frame, you know what I mean? She put some body on that frame. She went out there. She did her thing. Um, Went out there, took off. Combinations, steady footwork, movement. Kept Cameron on her heels a little bit. Cameron tried to pressure, but every time Cameron tried to pressure, Taylor was able to store these combinations and then just pull right out. Get in the combinations, pull right out. Jump in the pocket real quick. She could hit her with some combinations, and she planted. She planted with some of these strikes, some of these punches that she threw. She had her feet planted, so her base was planted. So she threw with a little bit more oomph in her shots. Cameron was pressuring, throwing the 1-2, following up with the lead jab, because her jab was one of the bigger problems for Taylor in the first fight. But because Taylor managed to use her movement, head movement and body movement, it was a lot more difficult for Cameron in the early rounds. Eventually, when you walk somebody down, they will get tired and you will land. And Cameron started to land. And then you see Cameron starting to crash into Taylor. Taylor trying to move, keeping Taylor at the end, you know what I mean, on the outside towards the ropes. She managed to get her and literally crash into her with these punches. Really good stuff. Eventually, during one of the rounds, the early rounds, they clashed heads because of it. Because they were just right in their faces. Chantel's clashing in, and when Chantel comes in, it's Katie like, hey, I gotta respond. So she's trying to throw and move her head. Eventually, pow, they clashed heads. Cameron had a cut. I think it was over the left side of her eye, a little bit above on the forehead, but the blood didn't interfere in her vision. They continued to fight. Shout out to the cutman. The cutman did a real good job with protecting that cut, and preventing that blood from seeping. Chantel started coming in, landed some good shots to the head and the body. Katie was still powering through, trying to do her best. Then it got a little crazy. You can see Chantel was pulling these rounds now. And then I think it was somewhere around the seventh or eighth round. Um, yo, Chantel was putting a beating on Katie Taylor. So much so that Katie started clinching for like her life almost. I think it was like the seventh or eighth round. It damn near looked like if Katie wasn't able to clinch, wasn't that close, she would have dropped. She was literally leaning on Chantel at one point. Because Chantel was catching her with some mean shots and uppercuts. And they were like really nose to nose fighting. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, yo, she got her. She got her. But Katie managed to get these clinches in. And from that round continuing to the end, that's what it was. It was Katie throwing combinations. Then she would clinch. Combinations. When Chantel's trying to fight back, trying to fight and throw her shots, Katie's clinching. Katie's clinching. And Katie just kept clinching, and Chantel's like, what the hell? Get off me. And Katie would throw a combination. Chantel would try to fight. Katie's clinching. And that's what happened. So the judges came. First judge had it 95-95, which I felt that could have been the score Had the clinches been called, you probably got a warning. If Katie would have done it, you probably got a deduction. Um, then it was one judge that had 98, 92. And I'm like, yeah, that judge is on crack because I don't understand how you watch that fight and niggas 98, 92. But the third judge had it 96, 94. And I could agree with that. Even if I'm looking at it, I can see how you give if you give it 96, 96, 94, how you could give it for Cameron or how you could give it for Katie Taylor. Eventually, it went to Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor is now the lightweight champ and the super lightweight champ. Yeah. So now she's the super lightweight champion. Katie Taylor wins all the titles for the super lightweight world title. This was here in the 3 Arena. I forgot what they did the first time. They did it here in the 3 Arena before. But now, like how I used to talk to the homie Gary, I think we talked about it on one of the earlier podcasts. On here, Croke Park, man. We gotta go Croke Park. I even talked about it during the first fight. Katie Taylor, Chantel Cameron, yeah. Get a Croke Park. Well, he mentioned it. It's like, yo, Croke Park is the place to go. It's a big ass arena. Like, it's the biggest place for Dublin. And everybody, you know how many people are gonna come out there to go and watch this fight? If this fight takes place in the freaking Croke Park, oh my god. You know, Conor McGregor talked about he was gonna put money up so they could go fight in Croke Park. Cause her and Conor, you know what I mean? They're buddies, you know. There's a lot of people. Ed Sheeran was over there. There's a whole lot of boxing people and famous celebrities and all that were there, man. But just to see her and Ed Sheeran take pictures and all that shit is crazy. Props to Ed anyway. The man was just chilling. Regular ass dude, man. Blew up big time. Yo. So Cameron's gonna look for that rematch. I know it's crazy. They're gonna have a trilogy bout, and none of them is gonna take place in England. That is fucking insane. Wow. So there we had the last fight, the last card, the last Showtime pay-per-view card. Bro. These prelims, the prelims are still gonna be on YouTube, so you can catch those. I won't spoil none of them, but damn, you might want to go watch. There's a couple fights you might want to watch actually. The Jabin Cholet, Jorge Perez fight, George Perez or Jorge Perez, however you want to say it. Go watch that. Carmel Moton, Carl Martin. I forgot that dude's name. Carmel. I think it's Moton. Yeah, I'll say Moton. You might want to see that. He's a young dude, bro. But go watch that. Carmel Moton versus Hunter Turberfel. Yeah, go watch that fight. That was a 126 pound fight. Go watch that. But other than that, the main card. Oh yeah, and but then I kind of called that one. Vito Mielnicki Jr. Yeah, I called that one last week anyway. But yeah, man. And my guy Lipinets, lost. Oh, Sergey, you lost, man. I'm so upset. But the main card, Lamont Rose Jr. beat Hector Garcia by split decision. Real good matchup. Real good fight. And Roach was out there, man. Roach, it was tough at the beginning a little bit. Well, yeah, it was tough at the beginning. Not a little bit, a lot. But he powered through, man. Big props to Lamont Roach picking up the WBA super featherweight title. Um, awesome work, awesome work. He'll be up there, man. He can keep fighting, move up in the lightweight. Everybody's moving up. So if you could get your way to move up too, big props, man. Big props if you get that win up there. You could move up. You know what I mean? He's solid skills, man. And only just 24, 1-1. Only it's 28. You still young, bro. Go ahead, you should do your thing, brother. Do your thing. So we'll see. I gotta put this fight on too. I didn't, and I have to, but freaking, what is it? Oh yeah, this fight I have to, because I didn't get to stream. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Ah, the Ergashev Matias fight. I really thought Ergashev was gonna come out here, and Ergashev was really out here trying to do the damn thing. But Subriel Matias, this dude is a mutant, man. Yo, what? What? Brother, brother. I think it's the fifth person he's gotten to retire, to quit on the stool. This is crazy, man. He's gotten a bunch of them before, but bruh, the power that this dude hits with is fucking insane, bro. And he's just sitting here at lightweight, super lightweight. Bro, I'm saying this right now. He's at IBF, super lightweight. You know what I'm about to say. You at 140? You chilling at 140? Dog. Take Davis. Take Davis. Javante Davis. If he wins that fight. Devin Haney. If he wins that fight. Freaking oh my god, how do I forget this dude's name? Regis Prograde. Brother. Any of you lightweights moving up to super lightweight. Fight this man. Oh my god, he gave hands to Ergashev. I said, fuck. Shojan. Yo, I was talking high praise about my son Ergashev here, man. Ergashev is legit. And for somebody to beat this man to the point where he said, yo, I'm not coming out no more, bro, that's bad. That's bad, man. Whoo. Subriel Matias is a real deal, man. Real deal. So the co-main we had Jamal Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr. Jamal didn't make weight for 160. So this is a catch weight 163. Jamal won this fight. But even if he won, it's a win for his confidence. It's a win for all the stuff he's been through. But I'm gonna be honest, nobody's taking this serious, man. Jose Benavidez Jr. got Jose Benavidez Jr. is not even a one, not even a middleweight. He's not even a middleweight. We don't know what this dude is doing fighting at 130, bro. We don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what he's doing here at 130. Okay? My dude was fighting at welterweight at one point. What the hell are you doing 13 pounds above your regular weight? You at 147, no bigger than 154. You fighting at 163. Terrence Crawford knocked you out. You fighting Jamal Charlo, though, and goofy Jamal couldn't even stop you. Jamal couldn't get a stoppage against this man. What? Man, Jamal junked, bro. Jamal's junked. I don't want to hear nothing else. Jamal's junked. That's it, man. Brother, you're junked. You're junked. I'm just gonna keep saying it. You're junked. You're junked. I don't want to hear nothing else. I know my boy Danny beat you. Danny Garcia beat you. Shout out to Philadelphia. That's why I said no bigger than 158. I mean 154. You're no bigger than 154. 154 is where you're supposed to be at. At least. No bigger than 154. Motherfucker moves up to 163. Because his brother got him a fight on the card. And I respect that. Your brother looking out for you, making sure you get a little pay. You get a paycheck, you know what I mean? You did Creed 3, so I don't understand that, but he made sure he looked out for you. And David Benavidez picks up a win against Demetrius Andrade, defending his interim WBC super middleweight title. This fight was good if you're a Benavidez fan. If you're an Andrade fan, you're looking at this fight and you're like, yo, what the fuck, man? This fight, all right, first, this fight ended in the 6 minutes. Yeah, 6 minutes. I mean, the 6th round. They called it. After the 6th, they called it. The corner called it. The corner said, yo, we're not putting him out there no more. That's it. We're done. He's done. He's done. They talked to the ref a little bit, and he said, nah, he's done. He's done. That's it. Andrade had 2 good rounds, and they were the 2 opening rounds, I think. Yeah. Actually, no. Was it the opening rounds? No. The first round was somewhat of a... I was undecided. I'll probably give him the 2nd and the 3rd round. 4th, 5th, and 6th, yeah, he was fucked up. I think it was, yeah, I think it was just like that. It was like that. I think it was like that, like the 3rd, 4th round, something like that. Yeah, he was fucked up. He got knocked out. He got caught with the clean right hand. Whoo! And Jay put his defense up. And that man and Benavidez just looked and said, whoo, I got him. Boom! Caught him. Man was like, what the fuck? He fell. And that was it. He had good movement. Andrade fought with good precision, good movement. He had a crazy combinations. He was feeling it early. Brother, though, you bit off more than you could chew because you moved up. More than that, you fell into love with your style. And people just figured it out. He got dropped. He got beat up onto the body. This man was just afraid to throw a punch after he got dropped. He tried to throw punches back, but it wasn't the same. And then when he got stopped, when they stopped him, then he said, they interviewed him. He said, "Yo, I didn't lose because skill. I lost to the bigger man. The bigger man." That's what he kept throwing out there. The bigger man, brother. You were fighting at 160. You moved up to 168. You didn't fight directly from 160 David Benavidez at 168. They had you fight somebody at 168. You fought the guy. And then they said, "Yo, we're going to match you up." And you took the matchup regardless. Don't say, "Yo, I fought the bigger." Motherfucker, if you fought the bigger guy, you've been screaming for the longest that you wanted to fight Canelo. What the hell you thought Canelo would be then? If you were going to fight Canelo, what you thought Canelo was going to be the smaller guy too at 160? Once fight night come, this motherfucker gets huge. What you thought you was going to do? If Benavidez did that to you, imagine what Canelo would have done to you when y'all was at 160 and you was clamoring during his post-fight press conference. Imagine if you had got the fight with him right after that. And you was doing all this jits jive and jive turkey, flippity flap combination shit. And he hit you with a bomb. What you would have said then? Oh, jeez Christ, man. Andrade learned a valuable lesson on Saturday. And Demetrius Andrade is a good fighter. He's a skilled fighter. But you gotta level up. At some point, you gotta level up. And it's gonna be hard for you to level up at this point of the game. At this age. Because Andre is like what, 35, 36? Considering you did all the leveling up already. It's not like you need to learn footwork, you need to learn certain. No. It's not things that you're going to be up and at them to go and learn. That's the stuff he has to learn. You see like how Deontay Wilder lost. Deontay Wilder had to learn how to use foot movement. And he had to learn not just to be a power puncher, but to learn how to box. You know how to box. That's the thing. You got to put in. Now you got to learn how to punch with power, how to put your body in the stuff. And your record don't quite allow that. Because you don't have many knockouts where you could be like, yo. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird, man. But Andre said he gotta go back to the drawing board. You have to go put on how you gonna put that muscle mass on your frame, and how you gonna try to improve your power on your shots. And you got to learn how to plant your feet to throw punches, and not just be off throwing punches that's supposed to be KO punches, but they're not quite KO punches against pressure fighters like that. That's what we learned. We learned that, if you're on a certain road and you ain't never dealt with a guy like that, when the time for you to deal with the guy like that, what you gonna do? Had you got to fight Canelo, you'd have probably learned that sooner. But unfortunately, you got to learn that fighting David Benavidez. Now, I'm looking to see what's gonna happen after all this is said and done. But hell of a win for David Benavidez. You took a dude's undefeated record. Shit crazy. Now the crowds are here for him. The crowds are looking for this dude, man. And that's what they want. They want Benavidez versus Canelo. And he's calling Benavidez out. I mean, calling Canelo out with the utmost confidence in the world. This man wants to just have the fight, the opportunity to challenge the man, the pride of Mexico. My man Benavidez is Mexican too. He was born here though, but he's trying to let people know, like, yo, let's do this. And I would be super happy for a 2024 Canelo freaking Canelo Benavidez fight. Whether it's during Cinco de Mayo or on Mexican Independence Day, either or, I'm just gonna be happy as hell to see it. So let's go, man. But with that said, we're going into this week. This week is quite interesting. We got the UFC Fight Night card, which I'm kind of happy for. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of happy for. Let's see this guy. Yeah, they got one Friday fights. Go check that out. That's always Friday morning. Yeah, Friday morning. You got Wednesday night fights. Seaside battles. Ooh, that's some whole other place that I don't know anything about. But I know about one thing. Oh, can you get that for me, please? It's either gonna be that might be if there's a truck out there. Is there a UPS truck? So that might be for me. Oh, you are so nice. So, what are we gonna talk about? Oh yeah, there's a boxing fight. There's a boxing event. Hold on a second. Let's check and see. Oh yeah. How am I forgetting this? Ryan Garcia returns against Oscar Duarte, which is gonna be dope. It's actually gonna be in Houston, Texas. And then there's the Michael Conlon fight. But I will not be watching neither one of those fights on Saturday. Oh. Yeah, inshore? Is it inshore? Oh. Okay, I thought it was mine. I guess not. But yeah. Ryan Garcia is boxing on Saturday. Let's talk about that first. Yeah. Ryan Garcia returns after his fight. It was for how as long as it lasted. It was eventful. His eventful fight, He went out there to be great. Realized that you know there's beast in the you know what I mean. You could be a big fish in a small pond, but make sure that that pond ain't connected to the big old sea where a big old shark is at, man. Because Javante Davis, boy, Javante Davis treated him bad. You know, um, yeah, treat him bad, treat him real bad. Dropped him, then dropped him with the body shot. You know, well, that loss, man. That loss made Ryan Garcia reevaluate a lot of things. A lot of things. You know, he's looking to leave Golden Boy. He's training with what's homeboy's name? What's dude name, man? Oh shit. Um, what's that dude's name, man? Goddamn. Derek James. There you go. Derek James. Derek James. There you go. He's training with Derek James. You want to go see what he could do. And Garcia's good, man. He still got some things to figure out. His chin's always up in the damn air. But when he boxes, he's on point. He does pretty good for himself, man. We'll see if the how the right hand's gonna work. But he can't go fight without throwing that left hook. That lead left is always his thing. He catches everybody so well. It's like his bread and butter punch. And I called it. He would telegraph the hell out of it when he fought Tank Davis, and he did. Because he tried to fight a different path. And once he got rocked, it was like, yo, we're going into automatic mode, you know what I mean? So the lead left hook is always the killer. He throws it as the lead. It's also a good counter, but it's his left hook. His left hook is devastating. But we'll see how he uses that right hand this time again. This time around. He faces a guy who is dangerous power puncher. And he represented Mexico with pride, man. 25-1 Oscar Duarte. Oh man. Oscar I see Gerardo, but Oscar Duarte of Gerardo. But my dude hasn't lost. His last loss was in 2019. February 2019. That is insane. This guy has fought and just cleaned the house for the most part. I'm really looking forward to him. He's a guy, and typical Mexican style fighter comes in, throws punches and bunches, mixes up the nice shots with the power shots, looks to put folks away. He got a lot of fights that end early and a couple fights that can run deep, but he is putting folks away. But you could look good fighting those guys, but then when you fighting a guy, how good will you look? Ryan Garcia is gonna need this as a rebound fight, and I think this is the fight that he needs pretty much. I wish he would have got this fight before fighting Tank Davis, but you know, you know how it is, man. Um, Golden Boy Productions, Golden Boy. Um, as far as that card is concerned, the interim WBA World Super Lightweight title was on the line as O'Hara Davies, 25-2, will be fighting the dude that should have gotten the win against freaking Rolly Romero, Ismael Barroso, 24-4-2. Barroso comes back fighting for a title, the interim title. I look forward to this. This will be very entertaining. But I won't be watching this live because there's something else I have to watch. But we'll tune into it on the Sunday, I swear. WBA International Lightweight title, Floyd Schofield, 15-0. And hey, we'll be fighting Ricardo Lopez, 15-7-3. At lightweight. This is cool, man. So we got a super lightweight, a lightweight, and a middleweight title. NABO. Yeah, the North American Boxing Organization middleweight title. Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. 20-4 be fighting Joshua Conley, who's 17-5-1. This is wow, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then the opening main card fight is Dariush Fulgham, who's 5-0, fighting Pacino Hill, who's 8-4-1. All right. We got Dominique Griffin, 5-5-2, fighting Asa Stevens, who's 5-0. Ryan Garcia, who's 6-1 versus Joseph Johnson, 3-1-1. Gael Cabrera, who's 2-0 versus Alejandro Dominguez at 118. Bantamweights. Danilo Diaz versus Jose Alvarado. This is super lightweight. The Garcia Johnson fight is lightweight. Super bantamweight, 122. Super middleweight, Fulgham Hill. Okay, I like that. All right. That's not bad. That's a pretty decent card, man. That's pretty cool. Let's get into this fight night card, though. So, we got UFC Fight Night. Arman Tsarukyan. Arman Tsarukyan versus this man by the name of Dariush. Oh, shoot. We got some shit going on out here. Okay, hold on. I need my rankings. Okay. Let's go. So we got number 4, Beneil Dariush versus number 8, Arman Tsarukyan, and the headliner here. In the co-main event, Bobby Green was supposed to fight Dan Hooker. But stepping in for for Dan Hooker against Bobby Green will be number 12, Jalen Turner. Number 8, Rob Font in the bantamweight division. This is a bantamweight fight. Number 8, Rob Font will be fighting the number 2 flyweight moving to bantamweight, Davison Figueiredo, former UFC 2-time flyweight champ. Yeah. Good stuff. Also on the main card, Sean Brady, number 9 in the welterweight division, will be facing number 11 in the middleweight division, coming back to welterweight division, Kelvin Gastelum. Yes. Damn. When was the last time you seen 4 ranked fights on a fight night card? Also on this this is also on the main card. Shit. Clay Guida will be fighting Joaquim Silva. That's a lightweight bout, of course. Punahele Soriano versus Dustin Stoltzfus. All right, let's go. Let's rewind. So, I'm gonna say it and then I'll continue. Okay. Punahele Soriano versus Dustin Stoltzfus. All right, that's cool. The main card starts at 7:00 Eastern. 4 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. So the prelims start at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Oh, we got more. What? Misha Tate's on this card? Number 12, Misha Tate. Oh, yes. Oh, my girl's back fighting. Julia Avila. Oh, man. I love Julia. The Raging Panda. Oh. Oh, how I love Julia Avila. Yes. I forgot she was still out here, man. Psh, my homegirl's a geologist. Is it a geologist? Yeah. I swear to God, it's a geologist. I'm going to look that up again. Let me look that up. It's either a geologist or a geo. Oh, my God. Let me look it up. Yeah. And is currently a geologist in Oklahoma City. Yeah. Yep. She's a geologist. Julia Avila. I gotta back that, but she don't know me yet. Let me stop. Number 12, Misha Tate will be fighting number 13, Julia Avila at bantamweight. Zachary Reese will be making his debut against Cody Brundage at middleweight. Joe Selecki will be fighting Jakar Close at lightweight. Ooh, that's Joe Selecki. Early pick, Joe Selecki. I'll take Joe Selecki early. Steve Garcia versus Melquizazel Costa. Rodolfo Bellato versus Ihor Porteria. Oh, look, Ihor. Yeah, Ihor, you suck. uh, I think it was Alberg who put him to sleep. Alberg put him to sleep last time I seen him. Wellington Turman will be fighting my dude. He coming back, man. Jerry Gooden, let's go. And Jamie Lynn Horf kicks off the card fighting Veronica Hardy, formerly known as Veronica Macedo. But you know, she married a Dan Hardy. So that girl fine, yo. Macedo fine. Macedo badass. But yeah, man, let's get into this real quick. So let's talk about it. So let me get into it. Let me get into that share. Gotta use my share. Oh, yep. Share. Okay, there you go. So, okay, so you can see what I'm doing here. We're up first. Jamie Lynn Horth. She on the left. Veronica Hardy is on the right. You see that? This is our last four. The last one was a win. That was the win against who she beat? I forgot who she beat. Oh my god. Juliana Miller. There you go. She embarrassed Juliana Miller. Jamie Lynn Horth, she moved up. She had fought Haley Cohen. There you go. She fought Haley Cohen. And she beat Cohen. Then Cohen started crying. Oh, I fought. I did this more. But no, you lost. You lost. Um, that girl's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, man. Horth got a good kick background. She's Canadian. So, it's strong kickboxing and takedowns. And she got that. And for her to be able to move up a weight class to fight, that fight was crazy because Cohen was pretty big, and I think she missed weight. Um, and Jamie still did the damn thing to win. Macedo, well, Veronica came back from her MMA hiatus, came out, fought the fight, beat Miller, beat the brakes off him. I think Horth is gonna be the bigger body in this fight, but we'll see, man. We haven't seen Veronica's from what we see in the last fight. She put on a lot of improved skills, man. Improved skills. And took the time to get her body right, get her mind right. And we'll see how she does here, man. Horth is undefeated, but Hardy does have more of the MMA experience. But we'll see how it goes, man. You can see this. As I said, Horth is the bigger body. She's 5'7" to Veronica's 5'4". 3-inch height advantage, 3-inch reach advantage, 67 to 64 inches. And they're calling this even, but I don't know. It's a tough fight to pick. I would probably lean towards Horth because Horth is sizable, but if Macedo could do what she did in her last fight and just move, just gotta move, stick and move. That's it. That's all she did. Horth is not necessarily fast, but she has the ability to get on folks. You know what I mean? And put the wrestling. That's something that I noticed. Like a lot of the Canadian fighters are capable of doing. Depending if they're not fast, their striking still manages to get a hold of their opponent. So it's good stuff, man. But I would probably lean towards Horth. It'll probably be by tomorrow or so. The more I think about it, I have final picks to put in on Friday, so it'll probably change. Just hear me. Um, when I get on, where are we on Friday? Hold on a second. I'll be on. Yeah, if anything, check picks out on Twitter Saturday morning. If not, you can hear me talk about them probably tomorrow on what you call it. Or if not, you can check them on Tapology. I'm here on Tapology, Mr. B. You see what you can find me. You can see my picks on here on Tapology.com. But yeah, man, Wellington Turman fighting Jared Gooden. Let me see, 2-3 in his last 5. Well, 3-2 in his last 5 is Jared Gooden. 3 in his last. Wellington Turman. Oh boy. Wellington Turman is a student of Gloria's. You see that t-shirt? I mean, fitness. 27 years old. So Jared Gooden's 29 years. He'll be. Oh shit! About like next week, this man will be 30. It's crazy. See that? He did catch weight. So, but Gooden got a 5-inch reach advantage. I would take Gooden on this one. Thurman is a tough guy. Don't get me wrong, but it's like sitting here at welterweight now, and he hasn't looked fantastic. Randy Brown, he got beat up. Petrosky, he got handled. He beat Misha Serkinov, and he beat Sam Alvey. Bruno Silva annihilated him. Andrew Sanchez annihilated him. We all know that. You know what I mean? Like the top talents, he's losing, right? Well, he beats the all right guys, but loses to the top talents. He beat Misha. Misha sucks at middleweight, man. I thought Misha was gonna be good. Horrible at middleweight. Bruno dogged him. Andrew Sanchez dogged him. Carl Roberson dogged him. And Carl here anymore. Andre Petrosky dogged him. Randy Brown dogged him. And this dude, Wellington's was out jiu-jitsu and shit. Jared Gooden could wrestle, but more than that, Jared Gooden could strike. Um, I like Jared Gooden's shots. I like Jared Gooden has pretty decent counter shots, especially his boxing with his hooks. Um, he fought Carlston Harris back in March. And he came back. That was a slugfest. Shit, that was crazy. But he lost that one. He beat DeMarcus Jackson regionally, Doug Usher regionally, lost to Impa on that XMMA. But he beat Curtis Millender and he beat Aaron Hallbrook. Then he lost to Randy Brown. Beat Nicholas Stolze. But who the hell is Stolze? And you see Joe Ban, the War, Magomedov, that was the wrestling. It's tough stuff, but Gooden's out there. Gooden just gotta be wary of the takedown attempts and just make him pay on the feet. That's it. That's all it is. I'll take Gooden there for sure if that's the case. I'll take Gooden on that pick there. So the first one I don't know, Gooden for sure. Now we're gonna do some studies here. Eor Porteria versus Rodolfo Bellato. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Team Noguera, that's very interesting. That means he trains with the Pitbull brothers. Boy, boy. So 4-1 in his last 5. 2 wins of the last 5 for Eor. I know one of Eor's wins was beating Shogun Hua. A man was celebrating like he won a fucking world title. But when he got snapped up by Alberg, ain't nothing come out that man's mouth. He just said, shh. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy. You know, Nagamorano beat him. That man beat Rua. Yeah, he did all that crazy shit. And shit. He just celebrating on the man's retirement. And Alberg just beat his ass. The guy is big. He has power. You know what I mean? Man has a decent record. 9 wins by knockout, a technical knockout. 7 by submission, 4 by decision. So I can't just say he's some slouch. But when motherfuckers are able to just put the time and just pay attention to what he's doing, yeah, you're able to just annihilate him. He throws big shots, and when he has the advantage, he wins. But he's good when he's the hammer, but when he's the nail, it's a different story. That's what they like to say. And Rodolfo Bellato, Trator, 11-2. Even no girl. 6-4-1. Boy. Uh, mm. LFA contender state, yeah. Murtaza Talha. Oh, let me see something. During this might have been when I was in the hospital. Yep, this episode happened when I was in the hospital. Damn it! Oh, yep, it was. That's wild. And I think that's the week I didn't get to see. No, I didn't. I didn't get to see it, but I mean, I didn't get to go and rewatch it after. Okay, so yeah, this was yeah. I didn't watch this one no, but damn, he finished the dude in the second round. Murtaza Talha. This is when Victor Hugo got picked up. Now look at you, Hugo. You missed weight on your fucking. This is a 4-card fight. Okay, but the guy looks like he got some skills on him. I'll go and watch because why not, right? So we'll check that out. Okay, so I'll take Bellato. And I'll see. I'll work from there. Steve Garcia versus Costa. Garcia's an interesting guy. Garcia took the opportunity. He was fighting at 155. He moved on to 145. And he's looked all right at 145 so far. So, this dude look crazy, man. Freaking 6 feet tall to Costa's 5'10". The reaches are the same. Jackson Wink versus Shooter Box. And Garcia could box and he could wrestle. But Jesus Christ, can this kid Costa kick? If this man is throwing leg kicks like a maniac and he's snapping them off, well, not even just the kicks, just the punches. If he's throwing his punches, his striking in quick succession, yo, Garcia's screwed. Damn. I'm gonna probably take Costa on this one. I like how Costa keeps his range. He strikes very well. Using his legs, he does that pretty well, and his jiu-jitsu is okay. Garcia, hard nose though. If Garcia could keep the pressure and take away the kicking from Costa, take away the kicking, keep this a grind out style type of fight, he'll probably snatch this win up. But I'll take Costa. I'm willing to take Costa based on the damage, and you'll probably get a finish too. That's a good 145 fight. 155. Joe Selecki versus Jakar Close. No, Jakar Close. 4-1, 4-1 the last five. Um, you see that? Damn near even. The stats are even. Close is a little up in age. That's the only difference. And a half-inch reach for Joe Selecki. So 13-2-1 is Jakar Close. See, Jakar got either 5 wins by knockout or technical knockout, and 8 by decision. He beat Rafa Garcia and he beat Brandon Jenkins. Being Brandon Jenkins ain't a big deal. Rafa Garcia though, because Rafa Garcia has a nasty style of boxing, and heavy grappling. He mixes both of those up pretty damn good for himself. You see, he ate that loss against Dariush a while ago. He fought Giagos. He fought and beat Bobby Green. That's all it is, man. Rafa, yeah. See a lot of these guys, Giagos, Green. Those are gritty guys. You clash with them, and that's what he does. Jakar Close does a lot of. He does little to no real type of striking, but a high out that he does. So he gets the best of you like that. You see, he's supposed to fight Mark Madsen and Diego Ferreira. Never got to. But my dude Joe Selecki here. Selecki's a bad dude, man. 13-3. There's two dudes that we always pick Pope's corner. I'm hopefully we get to. I keep saying that. I'm hoping we get back to it. Joe Selecki, 1-1 by KLTKL, 8 by submission, 4 by decision, and you see he lost to Jared Gordon, Nicholas Mota, Cesar Balmaceda. Oh, no, I might have said that, and I just looked at it once and blinked. The other one is a grappling bout. Daniel Manasolu, Manasui, Manasui. Um, Other than that, and the loss to Gordon is a split decision. You gotta him on his. I mean, you gotta be on his case, man. Selecki does real good with his grappling. His jiu-jitsu is what makes him a menace, and he could get the submissions pretty damn easy if he gets the grappling going. His striking just lures you to get in the submissions, which I like. I do like that when you could trick somebody into getting the world. That's A plus for me. So I do want to see that. I would like to see that. Um, because this dude here, Close, is gonna come in here and Close will try to snap off some good power shots here and there. In the punch department, mainly the hooks. I think Selecki could get out there, jab just a little bit, set up a couple kicks here and there, and just lure Close into getting into your range. So you can attempt to get the takedowns. Uh, it should be good. You should be able to take advantage of the lack of output that Jakar Close is gonna put out there, striking wise. But Jakar Close has to be aware of the grappling. Jakar's grappling is not like, yo, let me get in here and let me put the submissions on you to get you out of here. It's let me get you. I'm gonna just be here and lull you. Selecki could get the grappling and he can actually get uh submission attempts out here. Is that police out there? Or is that an ambulance? Because his lights there.
Yes.
No, no, no. Outside. It's blinking lights. If you don't see it, then it's probably over here. Ambulance? Okay. But yeah. I'll take Selecki though. I like Selecki. So I'll take Selecki. No, we gotta see this one. I'm gonna take. Oh, okay. I know who Reese is now. Reese is the dude that came off the Contender Series. Yeah, he's the guy who got dropped, but then managed to pull out a armbar win, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this guy Zach Reese. Yeah, 6-0. There's an armbar. See, man got no losses, and he got finishes. Yeah, see, armbar. Eli Aronov, he fought. Yep, I caught that one. I think we have that one. You can watch that on OK Live, Mr. B. Please do that for your boy. Um, yeah, Eli Aronov. He got hit. He got dropped. Eli went to go to try to get the finish. You see, and poor Eli had no idea what was coming to him. Got snatched up. Locked the armbar in, bro. What a fight that was. Yeah, Josephine Knudsen beat my girl Isis Verdbeek. I'm so mad. Isis, no. Oh, girl got beat. It's all good, though. I can't hate on it. But yeah, man. Reese is pretty good, yo. Reese got finishes. I think this will be Brundage. If Brundage loses this one, he's gone. And the thing is that Reese got finishes. He's 6-0. But that's the thing though. He only has about half the fights Cody got. And you look at Cody. Look at Cody. 4 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, 1 win by decision, and he got a disqualification one. But he's been knocked out twice, or technically knocked out twice, and submitted once. And everything that's good that he's good at, this boy seems to be good at too. But the level of competition is different. 3 losses in a row. This is what I'm scared of. You see, he beat Jacob Malkoon. After Malkoon, he got a DQ win. His last win comes off a DQ. That's what I'm not confident about. If Dumas had not elbowed him, I mean, not Dumas. If Malkoon wasn't stupid enough to elbow him in the back of the head, this man would have been out of the UFC. So now I don't know if he has the confidence to come in here and fight that quality fight. Dumas beat him. Dumas walked in here and beat him. You know what I mean? And Dumas beat him at 7-1. So, yeah, and beat him grappling. Just grappling. So we'll see. Reese looked like he got ready. I'm going to take Reese. I'll take Reese. I'll be crazy enough to take Reese. I want to take Brundage, but it's hard. It's hard. Or that's probably just a sucker type thing, you know what I mean? Where they get you to put money on Reese, and Brundage comes out here with the best that he's ever looked, and he gets the win. It is like that when it comes to like betting picks, but right there. Now we got preliminary Misha Tate versus Julia Vila. I just mentioned that. Misha Tate is 1-4 in her last 5. Julia Avila is 4-1 in her last 5. You can see that 5'6" to 5'7". 66.5-inch reach for Tate. 69.5-inch reach for Julia Avila. But now Misha Tate. Misha. Oh, Misha's 37 years old. 4 wins by KO TKO, 7 by submission, 8 wins by decision. But she's been stopped 5 times, 2 to strikes and 3 to subs on a 3-fight losing streak. Losing to Ketlin Vieira, where she got outgunned. Lauren Murphy, where she got outgunned. Oh, yeah, and before that, Raquel Pennington, where she got handled. Oh, God. Beatrice Mosquito. Oh, yeah, she lost at the fight pass invitational. But she's on a 2-fight losing streak. Yeah, don't say 3 then. Okay. So it was Amanda Nunes, Raquel Pennington, Marion Renault. Oh, I miss Marion. She was a baddie. But yeah, she lost to Catlin and Lauren Murphy. When she tried to move to flyweight and then try to disrespect Lauren Murphy. Girl, what's wrong with you? I remember when Misha Tate used to have it. When then Misha Tate finally had it. And then when Misha Tate lost it, it was like, damn, what am I going to do now? That's crazy, man. The fall off is crazy. That's what it is. It's the fall off. Like, she had the title. She wanted to be the top chick. She finally got the title. She lost the title, and then it was like, yo, I don't even want to do this anymore. But yeah. So she's going up against Julia Avila, the Raging Panda, 9-2. Man, I love this lady. I watched this lady compete in Invicta. She had that arm injury. I really hated it, but I was glad to see her in the UFC. 4 wins by KO TKO, 2 wins by submission, 3 by decision. She's been stopped by strikes once. That was like a while back. There you go, see. Marcia Allen. And I'm so about that. Yeah, she broke her arm. And Marcia she was on tough. I don't even know whatever happened to Marcia Allen. Yeah, 2018 she fought, and then that was it. That's fucked up. You see? She fought Ashley Dean, Alexa Connors. She had the Penny Canzal fight. She won. But then all these got canceled. The COVID came. She fought Gina Mazzani. Annihilated Gina. I remember that shit. Then she lost to Sajara Eubanks. That was weird. Yeah. She lost to Sajara. Then she came back and she dogged Storyalenko. Misha Tate can wrestle. We know Misha Tate can wrestle. Misha Tate can scramble. But she's kind of limited her wrestling nowadays. The age. Her striking is not all that great. It's there though. It loans itself. But that power difference compared to Avila striking, crazy power difference. Misha, as I mentioned, can wrestle though. Julia can jujitsu. But we're gonna see it if the power difference comes into play here. Yeah, I'll take Avila on this one. You know, Misha was our girl one time, but boy oh boy, things right now so different. This joint right here, main card, Soriano versus Stoltzfus. Check that out. 2-3 to 1-4. Godly. Soriano, 5'11" to the 6 foot tall, 72.5 to the 75, 2.5 inch reach. Stoltzfus is gonna look to wrestle. He strikes relatively okay, but a lot of it loans itself to helping him get clinches and takedowns. The control aspect, yeah, there's a lot of control, not a lot of advancement. Soriano's takedown defense is okay, but against strong to elite take wrestlers or jiu-jitsu folks is not quite there. But that man can box. His kicking not much, but his KO ability, fuck. If you get clipped, it's problematic, and he can't follow up. He's only taken the 3 losses. One of them, I think, was to Brendan Allen. Yep, so I remember. See, Brendan Allen, Nick Maximov was a split, which is weird. Roman Kopylov beat him, and I couldn't believe that shit. And in between all that, he knocked out Dalcha Lungiambula. Oh man, poor Dalcha. For Stoltzfus got some bad losses, boy. He even lost to Abus. Abus beat him. Before that, he beat Dwight Grant by unanimous decision, but Mearshart submitted him. Rodolfo Vieira submitted him. Kyle Dawkins handled him. Come on, man. This dude broke Joe Pyfer's arm. And look how clean Joe Pyfer's been looking in his fights since coming to the UFC. Shit is wild, yo. I'll take Soriano. I'll take Soriano within 2 rounds. 2 rounds. TKO. TKO. Joaquin Silva. Clay Guida. Both of these dudes are 2-3 in their last 5. 5'8" to 5'7". 69-inch reach to 70-inch reach. Evolution. I don't gotta tell them much about Clay Guida, but I be forgetting about this dude. He's solid. 34. 7 by KO TKO, 3 by submission, 1 by decision. Tsarukyan, I remember Tsarukyan beat him the final round. Yeah, that's when he almost submitted Tsarukyan, and then Tsarukyan came out. Tsarukyan annihilated him. Yeah, he beat Jesse Ronson. Poor Ronson. He submitted Neil Magny, but Ricky Glenn beat him. Nasrat Haparas beat him. Vince Pichel beat him. No, he beat. Yeah, Vince Pichel beat him. He beat Jared Gordon. See how weird the fucking world is. But then you got Clay Guida. I don't know. I'm always gonna root for the old school guy, but I don't know. If Clay Guida's up for it, Clay Guida will probably get it. But I'll probably take Silva on this one. I'll probably take Silva. That's the second main card fight. KG versus Sean Brady. Can I be honest for a minute? This whole pick depends on how Kelvin looks like on the scale. If Kelvin looks good without the staph infection, with no staph infection, I'll take Kelvin. If Kelvin looks like he got staph infection, then I'm gonna take Sean Brady. That's how it's gonna go down. Fuck that. Sean Brady is a titan. He's a strong cat. Good jiu-jitsu skills. He's built like a truck. But he got outstruck and stopped by Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, that's true. Kelvin, this will be his first time in a long time at welterweight. He's been sitting at middleweight trying to chase the middleweight title and came super close, but it didn't work out. And then since then, he was just getting mauled by all the other middleweights. You know what I mean? So he's been mauled by them, and then the staph infections just kept coming. Every damn minute you see Kelvin gassing him, Kelvin got staph. Kelvin just covered in staph, man. Staph on his lips, staph on his legs, staph on his chest. Just staph. Like, I don't know. He rubbing stinky snoo on himself or something like that. I don't know what the hell's going on, but you can't have that, man. He's playing on mats with ball sweat. Like, I don't know, but it's horrible. It's horrible. But that's what I say. If Kelvin's healthy, 100% healthy, the weight cut's good, Kelvin should be able to stick and move. He should put his old school wrestling to the test, see what's going on. The man got a wrestling game for sure. Sean Brady got a height advantage, a 1 inch height and 1 inch reach advantage. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. And I think they're pretty much the same style wise too, because where they gonna come in? Well, Brady doesn't really have hand speed like Kelvin does. But they're both strong in their grappling. Well, Kelvin is with his wrestling, and Brady is with his jiu-jitsu and his takedowns, because he has some wrestling. He has a wrestling ability and a takedown and the jiu-jitsu. So, but yeah, if Kelvin looks healthy, I'll take Kelvin. But if Kelvin looks horrible at the scales, I'm taking Sean. That's how that one's gonna go. But it should be a good fight though. And I hope Sean brings his Philly boxing, because if not, Kelvin's going to light his ass up. Now, this one is crazy. My dude Rob Font, New England Cartel, let's go. Massachusetts, Boston, yeah, versus the former flyweight champ, two-time flyweight champ, Davison Figueiredo, man. Figueiredo, after taking that loss, that second loss to Brandon Moreno, decided, I'm moving another weight class. The weight cut's killing me. So he's moving up. And this is a firecracker of a fight, man. They're both around the same age. Rob Font got a 3-inch height advantage and a 3.5-inch reach advantage, which means that jab of Rob Font is going to be a motherfucker. And if Rob Font's on, it is going to be problematic, because he's going to use that jab as a rangefinder. It will be his attack, his main attack was going to be his rangefinder, which means he's going to stand right where he needs to throw that jab at for the majority of this fight. Which means Figueiredo's just going to be loading up that right hand of his, because he got that straight right hand. Motherfucker, if Rob Font's going to throw a jab and not have to step in and wait till you throw your right hand to counter, you're fucked. Figueiredo does have some takedowns. He's a strong cat. He don't have to cut much weight down. So we're going to see. He'll be a lot more stronger. He'll be a lot stronger, but we'll see how it really translates. With him dealing with some heavier guys here. Figueiredo has good footwork. He knows how to land his strikes all the time. He's smart. He's not a stupid guy. And yeah, if he can land that right hand, and if he rocks Rob Font, how quick is he to get the submission, to try to snatch up a submission? That's what we want to see. I like this matchup. This matchup is a great matchup. Um, Rob Font fought Corey Sandhagen the last fight out, if I remember correctly. Took that fight on short notice. It wasn't a smart decision, but he went ahead and did it. You know, you see, Marlon Vera, he missed the weight. I think it was against Marlon Vera. He lost to Jose Aldo. Corey Sandhagen, he lost to that dull fight. But Sandhagen had an injury, so it's not really his fault. Can't really blame him. But I'm gonna take Rob Font in that fight. The co-main event. Whoo! Jalen Turner, Bobby Green. God damn, man, Bobby Green. You went from this might be a war to this definitely is gonna be a war. My man Jalen Turner lost his last two fights. And the last one I think was against Mateus Gamrot. No, it was Mateus Gamrot, then Dan Hardy. Oh my God. He took over the fight. Yup. Dan Hooker. I said Hardy. Jesus. Dan Hooker. Look at that lady. Whoa. I gotta find out where that is. What event that was. She fine. Hello. But yeah. Bobby Green. His last two wins. He beat it was Tony Ferguson and Jared Gordon, right? Yeah, Jared Gordon. Yeah, see Tony Ferguson. Oh, Grant Dawson. Yeah. Yeah, Gordon was the no contest because the headbutt. Yeah, Grant Dawson. I forgot that happened. Yeah, I was in the hospital, man. Knocked out Grant Dawson. That's still crazy to me. There's seconds. But yo, King Bobby Green. Bobby Green. Superior wrestling defense. If you guys could take him down, man. Boxing, pretty damn good. He's another dude with a crazy jab. And he got the Philly shell. And he does his own stuff, man. He does his own boxing stuff. His boxing is pretty damn solid. Movement, footwork, all that stuff is pretty solid. He does have a tendency though. You could catch him. But you gotta try to counter off the counter and do a lot of other crazy stuff too. Turner, big kid, big fucking kid, man. Big for the division. He used to fight at welterweight, cut down to lightweight, and he's had some really good results. You see that in the weight. You see that in the height. 5'10" to 6'3". 6'3" is Jalen Turner in the lightweight division. God damn. With the 4.5-inch reach. Ah, boy. Jalen likes to use his legs a lot. He uses his legs. He uses the front kick, the teep kicks, and using them in combination with some good boxing combos. Mixes the punches and the kicks. Likes to throw the kicks a little bit. Good with taking the back. He has some good submission wins, but a lot of the quick snap up guillotine chokes and those rear nakeds that he pulls off are pretty damn good. This is a dangerous fight, man. And Jalen just fought Dan Hooker. So now he's out here like, yo, I could deal with some real dudes. And you gotta look to deal with Bobby Green, man. I don't think Jalen takes a third loss, man. I think Jalen's gonna come in here and get this win. I will take Jalen Turner over Bobby Green, which is very interesting on my behalf. Green being the underdog, but I will take him. This fight, main event, 4-1. Armin Tsarukyan, his last loss was Mateus Gamrot. Benil Dariush's last loss was definitely against that dude, Mr. Dubronx. But check that out, man. Underdog, Assyria, Armenia. Flying out of Russia. Flying out of Huntington Beach, California. 34, 27. It's always crazy to me. And now I look and I'm like, nah, I'm not crazy. Benil Dariush is 34 years old. And Benil Dariush has gray hair. That's crazy. But I'm 30. I'm now 37, and I've had gray hairs for the past 3 years now, 3 or more years. Look at that, 5'7" to Benil's 5'10". Armin has a half-inch reach, and I wouldn't say it wouldn't matter to most people, but the way Armin Tsarukyan fights, Armin throws crazy combos. This is a guy who's about volume. He could throw volume and combination for days. And then he mixes it up with good takedowns, nice level changes, um, nice fighting in and out of the pocket. Great movement, man. A lot of what Benil could do, Armin could do a little better. But then there are some things that Armin could do that Benil does a lot better. And that's gonna come into that jiu-jitsu foray. Benil's jiu-jitsu is slept on. And we seen what happens when Benil was capable of handling Mateus Gamrot. That was a 3-rounder. And they gave Mateus the win against Armin. Maymath. But Armin's a fast guy, man. He's a fast guy. He's a strong guy. Dangerous opponent for you to face. So if there's anything that happens, I don't think Benil has to slow the fight down without slowing himself down. If that makes sense. He has to put on a pace to wear down Armin Tsarukyan. That's what it is. And then continue to wear on him. Make Armin work. And it can't be on the feet. You have to take him down. If not, and Armin's just gonna be stand up all day or the majority of the fight, this guy's screwed. He's just gonna go out there and beat him up. Combinations all through the fight. If Benil wants to get another title opportunity, he has to put this dude down. He has to get a win. And as he's getting the win, he has to make it look good. It can't be a win on dullness. And I don't think, and because it's Armin Tsarukyan, I don't think it's going to be a boring way for him to win. I think however he wins, it won't look boring because of how good Armin is. But for Armin Tsarukyan, it's to move, keep this fight standing as much as possible. And if you're going to get a takedown, you got to beat up Benil Dariush. If Benny is out here doing his thing, you screwed, boy. If Benny gets a stoppage, man, how we not gonna give him another guy to fight up there? How we can't say, yo, Dustin, fight Benny. Yo, you gotta do that. Dustin, fight Benny. Somebody gotta have to fight Benny. Somebody. For real, somebody above Benny gotta fight Benny. And that's it, man. I don't know what else to tell y'all. That's how you gotta do it. So we on to this one now. I need y'all focused. The last thing I'm gonna talk about. This card right here. I waited. They announced BKFC 56 is on Saturday, December 2nd. This Friday. My brother's birthday. My youngest brother. He's not my little brother. He's my youngest brother. Is this freaking Saturday in Salt Lake City, Utah. Boy, oh boy, that elevation is going to be insane. But oh boy, oh boy. Mike Perry faces Eddie Alvarez at 175, boy. Ben Rothwell faces Todd Duffy in the co-main event. Todd Duffy, the glass cannon, because offensively, juggernaut. Defensively, what the hell? Ben Rothwell, super savage, one of my favorite heavyweights in mixed martial arts history. No, he's one of my favorite BKFC fighters as well. I love Ben Rothwell, man. This dude is awesome. He's definitely knocking out Todd Duffy, bro. Todd, bless. Okay? Jimmy Rivera's fighting Jeremy Stevens at 155. Beck Rollins fights Christine Fajea in a rematch for the women's flyweight title. Kai Stewart fights Howard Davis for the, if I remember, I think it's the BKFC featherweight title. Yeah, I think it's a featherweight. Yup. Arnold Adams fights Mick Terrell in for the BKFC heavyweight title. And boy, oh boy, Ben Rothwell could be fighting for that title soon. Ben Moore will be fighting Bridger Bercier. Mike Jones will be fighting Eric Lozano, the oldest dude, I think, on the BKFC roster, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 41 years old. Jesus Christ. I remember because this dude used to box back in the day. He was a world champ. Now he's on four fight losing streak. Three or so fight losing streak. Keegan Vandermeer will be fighting Esther Rodriguez. LJ Schultz versus Danny Hilton. Trevor Bradshaw, Troy Dennison. That's the prelim fights. But Mike Jones, Eric Lozano, and everything I said before those guys, those are main card fights. But yeah, I'm gonna we gotta try to catch. Since this event's gonna start at 8, the prelims will start at 8. So the UFC card will be at 7. So yeah, hopefully by the time that card finishes, we'll be able to catch up and watch the BKFC card. So it'll be 2-in-1 stream. So check that out on OK Live, Mr. B. I got a picture of Laura Senko in the gym. Find me there. If not, and you happen to see this, just find me on Twitter, New Year's Same B at Mr. B1986. Drop a tweet. Well, tag me on the tweet. Hit me up on the DM, something like that. Will I be around this week? I don't know. I was on Sunday. I mentioned Late Night Parents. Go check them out. Ted Hicks, Tony D, Brian TX, Cattle Skull. Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, or 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, man, catch Tony D You can find Tony D on Twitter or X now. Find Tony D out there. Check out the Bell Kings. Got the Bell King stream. That's in the mornings, Sunday mornings, 10:30. I think it's 10 o'clock or 10:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Pacific Sundays. Um, Catch that dude Fireman Rich. I think Fireman be on Twitch. He's on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble at like 5:30 a.m. in the morning Eastern, 2:30 Pacific. Um, yeah, man. And you know this joint here, the B sides, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Um, Sometimes a little later than that, 15 minutes later, so but I get on and I do my thing. But that's all, man. Try to catch all this cool stuff. Um, that's it. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your week. Um, Try to stay warm if you're living out here in the East Coast, because it's cold and mofo. Um, yeah. If you haven't, contact your homies. If you haven't contacted your homies you haven't talked to in a minute, see how they doing. Um, Family members as well. You know, it's life, man. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. Let's look out for folks. You hear me? All right, then. I'm out. Till we see each other again. Peace. Or should I say, peace?